Hmm. That was weird. Seems like it's not practical for using against other players. Definitely need to move some stuff around. It's good for NPCs though. But not for players, it seems. Somebody's dead. Can we get to them in time? Nope. They gave up. Oh, they're battling. You're in a good fight, dude. Okay. This trooper, you do look like a Sith. I got a lot of health. Nice. Good one. Oh, he's in trouble. How the heck did you die, dude? Bad. Yikes. Get off me, girl. Thinking way tall. Tish. Oh, you buddy, what's up? Hey, what's up, AJ? Weird. Ouch. Come on, my buddy. Ow. Just kick me in the bathroom.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Oh, okay.
Your mic wasn't working before.
So, I was in the kitchen washing dishes.
Right. Been there, done that. Trust, I know the feeling. Why can't I pick up this damn sword? Okay, I think my game started lagging or something. Something's on, I can't fight. It's like my attack is broken or something. Don't understand. Alright, guess I'm about to run. Ooh, pardon me.
That's good.
Alright, let's see.
I was reading on the website that they're gonna add some new areas.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing that. A lot of people are been waiting patiently for it. Damn, I can't attack, like my attack's freaking broken or something. The hell? I can't punch, I can't kick. I can dash still.
A lot of laggy fights.
I don't know if it's lag or not, but I can't do shit.
I was throwing punching kicks that won't even land.
Well, I can't even throw a punch. I'm hitting the button and nothing's happening. Even in training, it's not doing nothing. I think I'm glitched.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to quit the game. Yeah, something happened. Let me just quit, and then I'll come back. So you're saying your deck is beast now? What'd you do to it?
Well, I started noticing, like, after I perform a move, some people react times much faster, and what it is,
you made a speed deck?
while your next attack is winding up in the string, even if you get it perfect, if you have one that's even slightly slow, they stop it with a straight punch.
Right, yep.
So when my deck primarily consisted of kicks, I got screwed. I was like, man, this is a sick deck, but now the kicks, they're shortcut. You can beat them straight punch.
No, that won't work.
Nah.
That's not gonna work, bro. Straight punch is actually the worst thing to throw in your deck. For certain people. I try not to put straight punches in my attacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just try not to use them at all. Even when they're fast, they're still a problem. And if you face somebody who counters a lot, you're gonna have trouble. A lot of trouble. From what I find, the best attacks are your AoE attacks. They're just not good for parties. Or when you're grouping up, because you'll hit everybody. That's just my opinion.
Well, too many straight punches.
I mean, you can have one or two, but you don't want to have a bunch. No matter how fast they are. If you have too many punches, they'll see it coming. And all they have to do is see it once, and then they see a hole in your combo. That's the way I look at it.
Are you a Forsaken or a Windfall?
Right now I'm playing as Forsaken. I usually play Windfall. My school is Windfall. I have my own school, so I'm not one of the best players. Okay. I know the basics at least.
I have,
But I've met like pro players. So I know
Ayokin.
a lot of them.
You seen that guy?
Yeah. I met his teacher. So yeah, I've seen Aoken. I know who taught him. And I've seen him fight other people. He's pretty good. He's decent.
I beat him one round.
Right?
But it lags like crazy when I play him every time.
Yeah. Try fighting him in the server. Like invite him to your game and then, you know, ask for a duel.
Oh.
That way you can see if it's lag or not. Because
How
if
do you invite people?
when you go to like, you can go to recent encounters, and if you just fought them, you can send them an invite if they're in your list of recent encounters, or you add them to your friends list, and then you just go to social and invite them from there. Yeah. You can also go to your friends list and add them from there. If you go to like, yeah, I think it's social. Yeah, social. Damn. Keeps catching. This dude is freaking forsaken. Don't you try to hit me with that damn sword. Bastard. Get off me. What'd you say? Oh. And my attacks are working now, so I can fight. Still wondering why it glitched like that, though. None of my attacks are working, like they got locked up or something. Maybe it was an animation thing? I don't know. Now I see what they're talking about by controlling your deck. Okay. Okay. You don't understand how what works?
The deck. Like, I thought I figured it out. Like if you.
Oh no, it's easy. I can explain it to you if you want to share play.
I do not get it. It's weird though.
Back up. Yo, he kicked me. Yeah, if you want to share play, then I can explain it to you.
How the hell do you do that?
You don't know how to share play? Are you new to PlayStation 4?
Not particular. I just don't ever use any of the special features.
Okay, I can tell you. So first you go to like the party settings. And then you go to where it says share play, and you click and you say start share play. And then from there, you can send somebody an invite. Well, once you have it started, then I'll link up to it, and then I can see your game, and then tell you what you need to do. I'm streaming right now, so I'll end my stream, and then I'll come help you. So just let me know when you got the share play started.
Oh, it's because I'm on Wi-Fi. It's telling me my internet connection speed is on the bullshit.
If you don't have share play, then what you'll need to do is probably broadcast your gameplay on either Twitch or YouTube. Or I could show you if you just watch mine. You see I'm broadcasting if you look at my character? You see in the party chat? Alright, so just join my broadcast and you'll be able to see my screen. and I'll show you what the decks, how to use your deck. I'm using an experimental deck right now.
Oh yeah, I got 2 of those.
I'm testing it out to see how effective it is. Very effective against the NPCs. I don't know how good it is against other players. So I gotta test it out against some people. That's what I'm doing now, just practicing with it. Let me know when you can see the stream.
Is there a way to mute it?
Alright, say what?
Is there like a way to mute it?
Mute your mic?
Well, not my mic, more so like the stream.
The stream itself? Well, I mean, you can
yeah,
put the mute on
my
your...
headphones.
Oh, you can mute it
That's
on
the
your...
same, it's going through my headphones.
Oh.
It's creating like a feedback loop.
Oh. Yeah, you can turn your... Nah, you can only mute your mic. Not sure about the feedback though. You could change the feedback to not come through your headset.
Oh, okay.
You can make, yeah, because sound you can direct it to come through your TV or just your headset. You can also change it to not come through like the controller speakers, because your controller has speakers in it too. Yeah, in your option settings. Ah, dude. Seriously, you freaking caught me with that shit. Pow. What just happened? Alright, god damn, you're in a cult. Oh man, every time I try to hit her with that, it lags. I don't get it. Alright, so you're seeing my stream right now, right? It says I have one viewer. It says one person's in here viewing the broadcast.
Yeah, watch broadcast.
No, it looks like somebody just left. Okay, so that's not you. That was somebody else. Let me know when you get here and then I'll show you what I'm talking about.
So you're running around fighting NPC?
Yeah, I'm just training. I'm just practicing the new deck I made on these NPCs. And I've tested it out on a couple players, but I won't know until I do some 1v1. So let me show you how to use your deck. Alright, so I'm sure you're familiar with meditation. This is my experiment. Alright, let me just go and, so here's your deck. You customize. This is what you want to do. Let's regular. So you see how you have your sequence. This is your sequence 1, which is your top right corner, and then your sequence 2 is your top left corner. You see how the arrow is red and it shows you on the middle of the screen underneath my character?
Yeah.
Alright, so you understand that, right? When you move the analog stick in those quadrants, you do those combos. So the first attack really doesn't matter. So like you were saying, you wanted it fast. So I have an all kick deck as well. So I'll start with this kick. And you see this attack starts in the first quadrant. So that's always going to happen when you hit square. That's the first thing that's going to happen. Now, what you want, this one is going to lead you to this one. You're trying to try to keep your quadrants, your sequences going, you know, counterclockwise, so they go all around, rather going counterclockwise. You could do counterclockwise, that's a little more advanced. But so you want this one to lead to here. So the next attack, you want it to end in bottom left quadrant. So here, which is a nice little kick here. This footstep. is going to pop you here, so then you'll end up in the third quadrant. After you tap square once, tap square twice, it's going to lead you in third quadrant. So you want your third quadrant to lead you in the fourth quadrant, which is right here, which is bottom right. And we want a kick. Make it all kick sec. Alright. So now that we're here, we want this last attack to put us back in the first quadrant. So we want it to end in top right. So any attack listed here will put us back up there. So we're looking for kicks. This is a quick attack there. So that's basically how your sequences work. So that's the basics. Sequence 1, 2, 3. You hit square 4 times, it'll bring you back to the beginning. So you hit it once, twice, 3, 4, you're back to the beginning. Now the next thing is your alternate attacks. These are very important. So attack was this hammer kick, which I believe, oh no it wasn't, it was the other one. So you got hammer kick, you can do this elbow, people like this one. It's a good idea to have each one going to the next quadrant. So as you can see, these go to the next one. So this one we want it to go to bottom right, which there doesn't seem to be one for that. So we're going to go ahead and make it this elbow, just for fun. Or we can make it this kick if we want to. And then we want this one to go back to our top right. So we'll put this here. So now, that's the basics. Quadrant, 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 quadrant. Get you back up to the beginning. So, oh wow, that's loud. So, basics are you hold R2, you can switch it, can't be wrong. You know how to do that, right? Quadrant 1, so sequence 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, you know what your alternates are. So if I want to do the axe kick, I hit it, alternate, put it back, alternate. I can keep on doing the axe kick all day long if I wanted to. If I want to do the other move, this one, I just put it back there. And of course there's this one, this is that kick, and then there's the final one here. Put you back and you rotate. And if you just hit triangle 4 times, you go through them because you set it up that way. Now when you get more advanced, you can start doing things that, like looping. Looping is where you attack once and then you bring it back to where you want it, so you can keep on repeating the same attacks back and forth. And that's a little bit more advanced. So here's our easy, simple kick combo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the end of it. So as you get more into your deck, which this is the quadrant finishing upper right, so we want to put that kick, none of these, all of these finish this way. So we put a, let's say we put the double kick here, and we go to the third one and we put, which I don't even see it there. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Actually, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to throw it here. Alright, so you see how that looped it? You see how it ends in upper right? We don't want it to go from here to here to here. So we want to put something here, or change something here, that will make this upper right go to bottom left. So you can switch up your quadrants also by simply just adding another attack. So you see how I flipped it back? Now it's going that way. Oh, we flipped it this way. This is where it was. We don't want it to go that way, so let's go ahead and flip this here. Now, 2 kicks here. We still don't have it going where we want it. So if we put this footstep here, now it'll chain here. So you see how I got this going here, it'll go through all these, and then it'll come down here, and then it'll go here. So that's the basics. So now we have this chain. It's a simple kick combo. If you kicks. Up. And he left the party. I guess he must have landed out. Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I was switching my internet connection to a wired one, hoping that it'll make it a little better, but I didn't think it'd reject me the wired. But I was listening to you were doing the rotating the kicks.
Right. If you see it, now I have a simple kick combo made from just the decks. Now, the way the attack ends or begins is going to determine the way that your deck flows. So where you said you were a bit confused about certain things. So here's the default setup. So here's the new combo. See, that's an easy here. Very susceptible to low attacks. Right. Does that answer your questions?
In a way, yes. It's what confuses me is like what move, like you know when you're like equipping moves.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I see this move here in my list, but then it's no longer there. It almost is like you can only use moves in a certain part of your sequence.
Yeah, you can. And that's because if you go to your, can you see my screen?
Mhm.
All right. If you go to your quadrant. Right here, you exit. You know when you first go into your meditation and you go to your moveset, you go to bare hands and you take a look. The reason why you can't see certain moves is because you're not starting in the right section to use those moves. So remember, the move that you're trying to use has to start from that point for you to be able to use it and add it into that section. That makes sense? So you see how this kick? It always starts from upper right. So as long as I have an upper right section, it'll be available for me to click, but certain ones don't chain. Now you can manipulate it so that your starting point changes to it. And you can also put it in certain sequences, like some of these that start here in this upper right don't appear, they're not an option to be starting from like say upper left. You see how this roundhouse kick, the spinning roundhouse, is available here, not available here. So I'll give you a good tip on how to avoid, those conflicts. What you want to do is this. You go to your deck, and let's say you really want to finish your combo with, say, this rising spin kick. Or let's say you want to finish with this Murawami kick. But when you click here, it doesn't appear here. You're like, well, where is it? I want that particular kick right here, right? Let's say we want it here. You have to take them all off and then see if it appears there. Because if it doesn't, then it's not available there. But if you go here and look, you see it gives you the option. Like the middle is usually available for all attacks. and sometimes the end. But the beginning attacks, they're not always available. So you see, I can put it here at the end, and I can put it in the middle, but it's not available for here at the beginning. However, if I go up here, it's not available for the beginning up here. So if you take this off, it may show up, but no, that particular attack doesn't start in upper right, so you can't put that kick there. But this one does. So I could start my combo, my sequence here, and then make my following attack, the one that I was looking for, and then come back and finish it. Nope, we don't want to finish it that way, so let's take that off. We could finish it with a foot stomp, which will bring us right here. Whoops, no, that's not the one we wanted. Where is it? Ah, it's up here. Alright, so this kick here, say we finish with this kick, so that'll put us back here in this sequence. Now you can go to different sequences if you're comfortable with that and flip-flop. So I could have left it with that other attack versus that one, but it'll put you in a different sequence, but you really need to know your deck. So say I will do all these, I'll do all three of these kicks, and then you see the animation, it shows you which kicks you're doing, and it'll drop you right here, and then you can make a sequence that brings you back up to here for the one that we skipped, which puts you back in second sequence. But then you need to know your deck, that after you do your first 3 hits, you're going to jump to your 4th sequence. That's important for when you want to use these, so you know where your alternates are when you're fighting. So let's say we switched it, we dropped it here, and we want to make this a short combo. So let's say I throw in the quick attack here, and then I come up and I'm like, I need something that's going to put me back up here in the upper right quadrant, upper left, sorry. So then we put this kick here, that takes us over to this sequence, then we can come to this one and start adding different attacks here. So say we do this short kick here, we throw in a leg sweeper here, and see we need something that's going to put us in the bottom right. So we're looking for bottom right attacks. We'll go ahead and finish it with, let's say, a foot stomp, underneath kick. Alright, so the underneath kick will put us over here, and from here we'll say we'll throw in a sweep, puts us here, and then any attack we want to finish our combo with could be, let's say, the foot stomp. Nope, we don't want that there because you see how it changed it? It put it bottom right. So we want something else. Let's see. This one? Nope. We need something that puts us forward. Alright, so let's do this. We'll do this kick. Now the whole combo, you start here. This is where you're always going to start when you fight. We'll go 1, 2, 3, kick, kick, then the sweep. We're in the quadrant, now we're in the second, puts us to the third, back to the third, down. Knowing your quadrants is going to help you control how your battle goes, which is important because when you're in the middle of your combo and you switch to an alternate, whichever one it happens to be, you want to know where you're going to end up after you do certain attacks. That's what changes and helps. Knowing your deck is going to fix that. But for beginners, you really want your sequences to go, clockwise. You wouldn't want to do this and jump to the 4th quadrant because that's just going to throw you off if you're not used to, handling things like that. So see how I just a simple change puts us here, which puts us here. We'll change this now to go to the 4th quadrant, which will be our leg stomp. Here, let's say we go with a quick sweep, leg breaker, and we want something that puts us back at the top. We can go with a sweep, we can do this kick, we can go with an axe kick, we can even go with a breaking attack, charging attack. Let's go with this one. It's a simple stomp. Oh, Oh, here's a quick tag too. So this is fast. The combo will flow. Rising spin, straight to the line. And it comes to this sequence, this sequence, this sequence, back to the top. And it begins again. And we can take this, any of these attacks here, will flow. I can throw them right in the middle at any time. Now this is a new combo I just made up. And here it is. We're back to the beginning. It's quick. And you want all your attacks to really roll into the next one. That helps you when you're fighting. You want to make sure all those hits are nice and smooth, because somebody would jump into the middle of it.
Yeah, cause I'm having trouble with that because you end up bumping into someone that's faster, and it's just like, damn, how you get that to be smooth?
It's not that they're faster; it's just that they see the attack coming. They hit their counter for it. So, for instance, you gotta remember there are certain attacks that will evade your attacks. So, this is what you really want to look for. You see how this attack, it avoids all high attacks. So anything high, anything above the legs, this will evade it. So if you throw in punches, like you were saying earlier, and they do this, they avoid it and you get hit. This is the same thing. This avoids low attacks. So if they try to sweep, you try to sweep them and they hit this, they jump right over your foot, making your attack useless. This avoids all high attacks. So if you're punching and you do this, you get hit instead. That's where the gamble is. It's almost like paper, rock, scissors. This is very important. So say rollback fist. This avoids thrust attacks and any vertical attacks. So if they're doing, where's the vertical attack? This one. No, that's not vertical. I'm looking for the vertical. Ah, here, there. No, that's not vertical either. Damn it, why can't I find it? Oh, it's in the wrong quadrant. Wrong sequence. So this attack is a vertical attack. You see how it goes straight down the middle? It's not from the side. It's straight from, like a straight down line going down. So this will avoid a low attack, but the other skill will counter it. So say this, if they do this, when you do this, they'll evade it and you'll end up getting hit. So that's where
I think I equipped it that one.
Certain attacks. So, yeah. But it's up to the player that you're fighting, because it all depends on what they have in their arsenal. You know, what's in their deck. Do they have the skills to be able to bypass, you know, what attack you're using? Then you have decks that are just, you know, just fast attacks, such as this kick here. Speed of this is S, so it's got a high speed, it's very fast. It also avoids low attacks, so it's great for anybody who tries to sweep you.
I like that one right there.
Which one?
Everyone's using it now, the jump light kick.
Which,
Everyone has that in their deck.
You talking about this one? Yeah.
No, the jump light kick.
Yeah, this is jump light kick. See, jumped light kick. I wasn't using it. I just put it in there for a second.
Yeah, that one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, people love that one. I got it in my deck.
Yeah, it's fast. That's why. But if you use it against the wrong player, you'll get crushed.
Yeah, that happens.
Because they can. The jump light kick is easy to evade. So the only ones that are gonna get caught with it, you know, will be a newbie. But if you try to fight against a strong player, you'll get dealt with quickly. But yeah, so I'll take those off. Actually, nah, I'll leave it. Yeah. All right. So did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did.
You good now?
I was like, what is with this? Like, I had to move my deck. Now I know where it's at.
Yeah, you just gotta move your quadrant. You just gotta move to the right sequence so you can use it. The quickest way to get things where you want is to pull everything out and then put the moves you know where you want them and then work around that setup. And then add the skills where you want them. And what I'm trying to build here now is a breaker build. Use a combo that will for sure destroy stamina bars.
That elbow, that flying elbow move, that just destroyed.
Somewhat, it depends. Because I mean, the kick, you see that double palm hit plus that kick seems to work out really good, and I like catching people with it. It's great for NPCs. I just need to test it on players, which is what I was doing before. Which means I need to fix that deck back. The temporary deck I just do not like this. And sometimes you don't need a certain attack. You know, sometimes you're good with just taking something out. So yeah, I'm gonna test this out and see. We'll see how it rolls. Now I gotta find some victims. But a good place to practice is also the tower because the NPCs in there are pretty strong. Only reason I don't like to go in there too much is because they like to gang you, and I really like to test 1v1. But they try to, you know, you end up fighting like 4 or 5 of them at a time. And that just, you know, ruins my testing. I think I'm gonna head over there. I think I'm stronger. But you said you had a new deck. We can test it out if you want. I'll send you an invite. You just show me it.
For sure. Messing with the audio real quick.
Yeah. Ow. Oh. Oh. Wow. Gotta say, mop the floor with me on that one. You think you're working on your audio?
Yeah, just...
You say you were getting feedback. No worries. One punch nugget, that's funny. Some of the names I see on this game is crazy funny. A one punch nugget. I don't know why I see that name and I think of chicken McNuggets.
I saw a guy with a blue mask earlier.
Yeah, I know a few people with blue mask.
Where the hell does that come from?
The ice mask? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you have to be combat level 1000 and then you can purchase it. Yeah.
Oh, this game really makes you grind.
Yeah, my game just crashed. Oh, yeah. I have no idea why it crashed, but it did.
Mine's done that one before.
Huh. keeps crashing. I don't know why. And then I can't remember how long it took me to download this game. I think I'm gonna delete it and then try to re-download it. Maybe that'll make it stop crashing. Wishful thinking.
I tried playing the Dragon Ball Fighter League
Oh yeah?
demo.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't work. And then I went to the PlayStation Store where it asked you to do that.
Right.
And I think it was some